Wintertime fishing conditions can change dramatically as cold fronts move in and out of Louisiana. But Captain Charlie Thomason of Coastal Fishing Concepts and Bayou Charters has some tips to help you with your winter fishing trips.
All right, everybody, Captain Charlie here. Now, wintertime is some of the hardest fishing, it seems like, when the weather gets really cold and the water drops really low. But if you sit there and you try to figure out a few little things and figure out some techniques and presentations, you'll catch them. This is a small little red, ready for next year for us to get him. Let's get another one.
With a cold front moving through and the water level rapidly falling, Captain Charlie puts together a plan to help him locate hungry redfish.
There we go. A little nicer one there. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, when you come into an area like this, the real concept of figuring out how to fish is, we've got all this broken up marsh right here. All of this water, when the water falls out, gets out into these open areas. Most people still think that they gotta fish really tight to the bank. The furthest thing, I'm telling you, you need to stay way off the bank. As you see us right here, we're probably about 5 boat lengths off of the bank. Now, we're throwing about, I'm probably hitting about maybe 2 boat lengths away from me. So you think about it, I'm about 3 boat lengths off of the bank. And what that's doing is that's putting me out in the area where these fish feel really comfortable. I am telling you, I see it all the time. People come out here and the first thing they do is try to get as close to the bank as they can because that's what you do in the summer. But guess what? Wintertime fishing is a total different game changer. And the fish will eat up if you do it right. Let me see this. This is a pretty one right here. Nice redfish, a great way to catch them. And I'll tell you right now, it is one awesome way to get redfish during the wintertime.
To execute Captain Charlie's concept, you first have to locate a broken bank or a bank with a drain and a falling tide. Then position your boat about 5 boat lengths from the bank. You should begin casting approximately 2 boat lengths away from your boat.
Now, majority of the time in the winter, you know your water's gonna be really clear. And the reason for that is that the salinity levels increase, the water gets heavy. So what happens is it keeps all the sediment down towards the bottom. Our water will be crystal clear in a lot of the places along the entire Gulf Coast, and the wind will still be blowing. And you'll say, man, how can it be this clear and it's still really, really windy and it should be dirty? The reason for that is the salinity levels get higher, so that salt makes it a lot heavier. So you have that buoyancy, the substrate gets turned up, it keeps it down, it keeps that water really, really clean. And I'm gonna tell you, wintertime fishing, a lot of times you catch some beautiful fish because that water is crystal clear. All right, y'all. Now, off the bank, you know, every once in a while, when you're fishing, you're gonna catch multiple species. You're not gonna just catch redfish. And I think I got me a nice little trout right here. But I mean, you know, all the species are gonna get off the bank, and the reason for that is that they want the depth of the water, the clarity of the water, and that's where the bait are holding. And we're mimicking the shrimp with this gulp. I've got this chartreuse head on there, and the reason why is I always think it's just a triggering effect that helps these fish bite. And this molt color is a good natural color because my water's really, really clear. It's a good little about 15-inch speckled trout right here. He's loving coming on TV with us today. And I'll tell you right now, he's gonna go back in. I'm not eating him today. I'm too cold to even eat. Here he goes back in. It's your turn to catch him. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this one's fighting like crazy. Now, oh, another good one coming on in, y'all. Now, remember, when you're fishing and you're trying, it's really, really cold out. You can see that this fish, I mean, he's barely moving. I can barely get him in because they fight differently. They roll a lot during the summer year. He's about a boat length off. And this fish, when you're going along here, what I did was I was trying to find where I could see that I had like a cove in an area. I have some broken marsh behind me right here. But I wanted something that was like a cove that maybe these fish could hold up into. And as soon as I got up in here, we picked up a little one. Now we got this really nice fish. And, you know, the really awesome thing and the accomplishment of it is that when you get out here, and it's really, and I don't look like I'm dressed for cold weather, but I'm telling y'all, I got some really cold weather out here. You know, when you come out here in cold weather like this, you want to kind of, it's a sense of accomplishment knowing that these fish are not feeding very well. You're putting your time in, and when you hook them and you kind of put it all together, that whole entire formula makes the excitement just so much more awesome when you catch them. Oh, and then to do it all on artificial, it's just awesome, man. And that's what Louisiana is all about. Beautiful. All right, girl. I'm gonna put you back in and go lay down on the bottom and warm up. Whew, that's a nice one. That is so awesome, so fun, and that is what fishing is all about, figuring it out.
So if the water levels fall on your next winter fishing trip, try this coastal fishing concept to put more reds in the boat. Tune in for more coming up from Sportsman TV.